Hey guys, Baruch here in New York, and Young Hollywood is going backstage with Derek, Hough, and Nastia Liukin as they prepare to Samba on Dancing with the Stars. Let's go. Has this turned out to be what you both expected?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a challenge just working with our schedules. Obviously, being partnered with Derek is amazing, and this whole experience for me has been really fun.
How about you, Derek? How have you been balancing Radio City Music Hall with the New York Spring Spectacular and Dancing with the Stars?
I think you just can't stop. You know, you stop moving, you just fall apart. It's honestly just a lot of planning, eating the right stuff, stretching out. Also ice baths. Pretty much every night I have like an ice bath for 10 minutes. It's to the point where I can't feel my body. It's literally numb. And I literally get out and I just kind of drag myself across the floor. My legs are like limp. In fact, Donald Driver was the one who told me. I was like, well, what was your secret? And he goes, ice baths. That was it. So I was like, all right, I'm in.
Nastia, you're always eating healthfully. Right now you're spending hours in the studio. How are you making sure to keep on eating that healthy diet?
It's definitely hard, but I think, as Derek said, you know, it's so important to stay really healthy and not just eating well, but making sure we drink enough water and taking vitamins and getting enough sleep and therapies and everything. So it's really an entire process, not just, you know, the hours that we spend here. Like, yeah, that's important, but it's also just as important everything else that we're doing outside of it.
And you always have lived that healthy, active lifestyle. Has anything changed since you started the show?
Not really. I mean, I haven't really done this type of training in the last 3 years. You know, since I finished competing gymnastics, I kind of trained an hour a day, maybe. So definitely just being more active.
Of course, the world of gymnastics really is voting for you. Who else are you relying on for votes?
I don't know. Our fans? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think obviously the gymnastics world.
We're handing out flyers in New York. Yeah. We're going around.
Whatever you got to do.
We go to Times Square and we dress up in like costumes.
She's Cookie Monster. I'm Elmo.
Sounds effective.
Yeah, we're the fuzzies. We're like, hey, vote for Nastia again. Oh.
Well, apparently it's been working, right?
I mean, well, so far it's only week 2.
It's only week 2. I guess we have to continue doing that. Though.
Yeah, we do. In our schedule, we find time to do that, though.
What's the reaction been among all the Rockettes?
It's funny, they always, kind of come up to me and say, good job, we saw you, we all watched you, and Nastia's amazing. And so yeah, it's cool, man. It's cool having their support.
Our first dance, we kind of did a little Rockette, theme at the very
little
end with our kicks. So
I'm sure they like that shout out.
Yeah.
That's right.
And how about you at NYU? What's the reaction been?
It's funny, going into NYU and the whole school experience, I kind of said, I just want to be normal, I just want to go to school and be a student like everyone else. But that hasn't really been the case these last few weeks going in, and, my professors email me saying they watched, and, I come in and he's like, okay, I have some tips for you. And it's really funny, but it's cool.
I'm curious to know what the professor's tips were. Just like
I was going to ask.
Yeah,
he said that we were doing really good and that we were only going to get better, but he said, just make sure you go out there and smile more. You have to don't be so serious like you were as a gymnast. And I was like, that's actually probably a good tip. I kind of get into my gymnast mode.
Well, I told her, I was like, are you okay? Everything all right? She's like, yeah, I'm good.
What has been the key to developing that kind of chemistry between the two of you?
Long dates. Long dates, we go for dinners, massages. I always found when you get a couples massage, something happens. And all of a sudden you have this instant connection.
Nastia, do you agree with this?
Sure. Green juices. No, it's hard.
Nothing says romance like kale.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a little hard because every time I perform, it's always been by myself. So I'm not used to having someone up in my face all the time.
All up in there.
But I'm getting used to it, and I'm also getting to know Derek, and I think we're getting to know each other well over these last few weeks. So.
But to answer your question, couples massages. That's it. Yeah.
Bottom line.
That's it.
Take me into an hour before the showtime.
what is your ritual? What are you doing for good luck?
We have different rituals, and so we're really trying to combine them and like have one ritual, because I kind of go back, like I said, I go back to my gymnast ways, and I'm like very focused. I like to like stand in the corner and just like take it all in, and he just likes to like keep dancing, and he'll grab me like, let's rehearse again, let's rehearse again, and I'm just like, okay.
For me, I like to keep going over it and over it, so by the time we go out there, we've done it like 5 times. By the 5th time, it's like it's just in your body.